Noise.
Yo, 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 what up? Yo, ho, ho, voice is being recorded, bro. Let's go. I can't upgrade your traces anymore. Six out of 10. Ooh, that one's almost fully upgraded. 8 out of 12. Ooh, that one's almost good. I might end up grinding for this stuff. I cannot do that yet. Almost, but I can't. Congratulations, that only got me one. So I need 3 more of those and 1 of those. Actually, I need 2 of those. And then I can start getting this stuff. Well, not those 2, but I can get this stuff. Max HP increased. And crit rate increases even more. Let's go. Oh, so on this side I can get that, and that. Hi, Tavia. What are you doing? Okay, so technically I'm going to need 4 of those purples because I have 2 for Blade and 2 for her. And that'll get me that upgraded, and that upgraded. That'll get me that upgraded, not that, and not that. So we'll have 6.0, 6%. Defense, even better. Max HP, even better. And I still don't know what effect res boost is. What the is effective resistance, I'm assuming? I don't know. I gotta wait till I get more stuff to level up Because I might end up throwing that on Ting Yun, because then all 4 of my characters will have gold hats. Or I could put that into that and see what extra thing it gives me, because if I'm correct. Every purple starts out with 3, and then you upgrade it to whatever, and that is... Actually, that's what I could do. Hold on. Wait, where are the ones? There we go. That has crit rate, so I might keep that. Defense main stat, I mean, it'd be good for one, for a... Nah, no, screw it. We're gonna put that in. We definitely keeping that. That's crit rate. That's crit rate as well. Oh. Oh, but that has crit rate as a side stat. I don't know. Defense main stat is kind of trash if I'm going off like Genshin's logic. I don't know, man. I don't know. Do I keep defense? Do I not? Screw it. We're gonna throw that in there. We'll get rid of that one because that's attack percentage. I at least want to get this up to level like 11, possibly 12. There we go. 547. So that's 11, 14, 13, and 9. Both of her golds are 9. Don't call defense stat trash in this game. Okay. I was so used to Genshin, everybody was like, man, defense is trash, so I threw away... I think I still have a defense main stat. Maybe. Let me see. Hats. Do I have any defense main stats? Oh, you're saying defense artifacts in this game is worse. Oh. Okay, so I did do good. Okay. Also, I don't know if it's good, Dragon, but check this shit out. I go up. I can't level up some of my characters' traces yet because I don't have the stuff and I don't have any more of the whatever it is to grind. But if I go to details for Blade, his HP is 2,881, attack 1,779, defense is 677, speed 110, but look, crit rate is 30.1% and crit damage is 60.3%. I don't know if those two stats are good, but I mean, crit damage is 60%. I think that's pretty good. I don't know where you want the base for crit rate and crit damage to be for most of the characters, but I'm getting up there. We getting there. So yeah, crit damage for Blade is 60.3%, and crit rate is 30.1%. Let's see what everyone else's is at. Main character, Fire MC. I mainly use her for defense nowadays, so her crit rate and crit damage doesn't really matter that much.
Nice.
But her crit rate's 15.8.
Nice.
I mean, yeah, I figure once you level them up completely, like, I think the max level, from what I've seen for characters on this game, is 80. So once you level them up to level 80 and get their traces fully upgraded, I figure they'd be OP, but I'm already running out of credits and stuff. That's going to be a while before I can fully upgrade them. Once I get more of the stuff to start grinding for the materials required to level up the bottom two that branch off, will be good because I'll be able to do that one and then upgrade that. So I only will be able to upgrade that and that on this side, but I'd be able to upgrade that, and that on this side. So I definitely have a lot more max HP, and his crit rate is increased even more. So that will be good. But yeah, I can't grind for the for this stuff yet. I mean, I can't. Wait. No, I can't. I have to do this mission first. I plan on doing the main mission. I just want to look through all this real quick. Also, I might change out my team again. I only had this set up. Oh, I finally beat the bug boss as well. That's why this party is set up like it is. I found out what my issue was. My issue was I had Blade like in the middle with Ting Yun, and I had Misha on the outer part. So every time I would fucking use Misha's ability, her defense ability, the bug's splash damage attack would kill Blade. So that's why I put him in the outside. That way it would affect Misha and Ting Yun most likely. And I somehow managed to do it. Barely, but I managed to do it. But this was the team that was recommended for Blade. I don't know why, but it said Silverwolf is a sub DPS and would be good with Blade, so I figured, why not? Yeah, this is why I wasted all my, Oh, I forgot, I do have fuel. Trailblaze power, that's what it is. This is why I wasted that shit on, because I was trying to grind for gold artifacts and see if I could get any good ones. Which reminds me, I didn't show you what all I put on the characters. Relics. So, all 4 characters, except Silverwolf, which is in this team right now, have gold hats. Oh, I forgot. Hers is at 9. That's why hers is low. I might fix that real quick. No. Enhance. That will bring me up to 3. Unless I throw this on. The real set for Blade, it's in... I figured, because that's where he gets introduced, I think. There we go. Now her health is on par with the others. Except Blade. Blade has the most health. Oh, wait. Oh, shit. Her HP is 666. No. That's a bad number, man. When you fight weekly boss, I will obtain these artifacts. Okay, I got it. I might end up switching blades for hers. Because not HP based, but to get more crit rate. Because this only has a speed of 2. But crit rate is kinda good for him. I don't know. He has HP percentage, speed of 2, effect resistance, and break effect. HP, crit rate. I don't know if I should switch those two. Opinions. What is your opinion on that? Should I switch Misha and Blade? Well, yeah, these are main stat HP, but I was basing it off of crit rate for Misha because she doesn't really need crit rate. I'll keep it how it is right now. Blade has 3 gold artifacts on and 1 purple. She has 1 gold, 3 purples. Silverwolf has fucking... Silverwolf is missing an artifact. Hold up. What artifact is she missing? Do I have anything to enhance it with? No. I could get rid of most of these purples, but then I only have like so nah, I ain't gonna do that. We'll keep it how it is. Alright, there we go. Now Silverwolf at least has 1 gold. Lynx has 2 gold, 2 purple, and Misha has 3 gold, just like Blade. Okay. Also, interesting fact, Dragon. While I was looking through all the characters, like crit rate and stuff, I go over to Herta. Her fucking crit damage is 84%. That's pretty damn good for a character I don't use right now. Her crit rate is like trash, but her DPS crit? Oh, is that what you're calling, SP? Just give them HP or attack. Okay. But yes, so surprisingly enough, Herta's crit damage is 84%. And I don't use her anymore. Not as much, but...
Perfect.
But yeah, I'm like... It kind of makes me want to make a team with her and start using her more, but... Oh, his crit rate went down. No, wait, no it didn't. His crit rate's still at 30. More stats? Huh. Okay. Let's do the main mission. I currently have 280 gems. 2 days left for the banner, and I have the thing that gives me 90 gems every time I log in, so we gonna be set for the next banner. It'll be a while before we get a gold, but we'll be set for the next banner still. What is this? I thought I already did this.
Get some rest while you can, and gather your strength.
Harrider Newsflash. Good evening, Madam Herta fans. This is an urgent broadcast. The great Madam Herta, member 83 of the Genius Society, has been targeted in an attack at the space station. Her current whereabouts are unknown, with no group having stepped forward to claim responsibility. Many Heritors are upset at the ineptitude of upper management, having issued strong protest and condemnation.
What the heck? Why? I could have sworn I had finished this mission, but I guess not. What the fuck?
Mr. Scrollum, this was a premeditated attack.
Conclusion: their target was the space station, but their strategies are still unknown to us.
That's right. Which is precisely why we need her.
What the fuck?
The last to lay eyes on Herta's puppet before the attack was her.
Why you got me tied up, sir? Oh, I'm not tied up.
This is Dr. Ratio of the Intelligentsia Guild, a delegate from the IPC.
Oh, the dude that's gonna be on the next banner.
She's only just woken up. Dazed. She may need a few pointers. Ah, we cross paths again. Do you remember me? Of course. Why would you? Memory is such a fickle thing, after all.
Miss Trailblazer, you must have many questions. Please be patient. Aster will explain it all to you.
You probably know the gist of things already. A few system hours ago, one of Madame Herta's puppets was attacked by an unknown perpetrator. We don't know the location of the puppet, and we can't pinpoint its signal.
He is the infiltrator. He's the bad guy? What?
No. The attack happened on a base outside the station, beyond the surveillance camera's range. She's away on a visit. This issue didn't seem to trouble her much.
She received an invitation from the IPC before the attack occurred.
Ah, the technology department. Charming little place, isn't it? Madame Yabuli does possess some semblance of competence, but her subordinates? Oof. Oh, they're a riot. Brimming with enthusiasm, yet utterly devoid of intellect. It's as if evolution halted prematurely for them. They want to start some new collaborations with Herta, and have graciously extended an invite for me to play the role of science consultant. It's delightfully amusing. I can't wait to witness firsthand how these geniuses from the so-called Super Smart Club squander the IPC's vast resources. However, this attack was timed a little too well. I can't help but wonder if someone leaked this information, and the attackers seized the opportunity. Herta's aloof response to these juvenile provocations? Almost as intriguing. What a delightful little puzzle.
I've long heard that you're one of the best researchers in the guild, Dr. Ratio. We are honored to have your assistance.
Save your flattery. Time is hardly a luxury we can squander. To debate the merits of mere mortals in the company of an actual genius? Quite the paradox, if you ask me. Excuse me, you. Tell me, what were you doing the last time you saw that puppet? Don't play the fool. Think.
I think I was...
Alright, go stream.
Oh, right. I need your help with something else. That curio's gone missing, and I can't just forget about it. Go find it for me when you have the time. I'm sure you can manage that, can't you? Let me describe it again in case you forgot. It's alive, but it doesn't have a body. Send me a signal when you see traces of it.
I think she mentioned something important. but I can't remember. If only there were some hints, then maybe...
Anyway, keep up the good work. I need to go out for a bit. Go ask Asta if you want someone to help you.
My memory is kind of hazy. What did I do after that? This is what I recall before I met Herta, but I can't remember some of the details. Let me try to remember the conversation with Asta.
A curio that's alive but doesn't have a body. Sorry, but nothing comes to mind. Maybe the researchers at the Departments of Ecology or Insight may have an idea? Hinkle and are around here somewhere. I'd suggest you ask them about it.
Asta seems to have mentioned 2 names. 2 researchers from the Departments of Ecology and...
Those despicable villains are distorting the truth. Ugh. If I discover who's behind this, they're gonna wish they'd never crossed me. A curio that's alive but doesn't have a body? Isn't that just a jinx? Oh, nowadays people call them wubbaboos? Well, I might be the Department of Ecology head, but I'm not the most knowledgeable person when it comes to curios. Adler would be of more help, but he's been investigating some paranormal phenomenon. I haven't seen him. I must say, it's a little embarrassing for the space station to be in such disarray while guests are visiting. We've been through a huge crisis and are still recovering. People are growing more and more distrustful of the management here. It's probably turned into a big headache for Asta, too. Never mind, I shouldn't be telling you this. It's something that we researchers need to resolve ourselves. Pretend I didn't say anything.
Adler. Right. Then I ran into Arlen. Adler was with him. It was at...
Well, people are growing... Never mind.
Adler was with Arlen. They were involved in some sort of incident.
What? He went to the scene alone with Peppy? How could you let him?
Calm down, Brother Arlen. I know you're upset.
We're walking the dog.
We're having a walk.
Like I said, we're walking the dog.
So I'm the dog?
They seem to be hiding something.
Is there something you need?
Oh, really? What a coincidence. We're looking for him, too. That kid sure is brave, running straight to the scene on his own. Yes, well, Peppy isn't here, you see. Brother Arlen, I can't keep this up anymore.
Can you leave the talking to me next time? Let's walk and talk. Why are you looking for Adler? A lost curio. I see. He'll be able to help. Careful. The fragmentum in this area is very unstable. over there! As I thought, he's in trouble. Let's go!
Well, we're in trouble. All the best! Time for a buzz.
The fight is set. Savor it for me.
Can we talk? Yeah! Fight is won!
A veil to send you. Savor it for me.
Time for a buzz. Deep breaths. Yeah! Here, try this.
A veil to send you.
Time for a buzz. This is double speed. Yeah!
Your end approaches. Savor it for me.
Yeah!
Peppy! Are you okay?
That's me. What's up?
She wants to ask you something about curios. I'll leave you to it. Adler, Peppy's in your hands now. Oh, about that investigation I asked for.
Don't worry. I think I figured something out. Catch you later. So, which curio do you want to know about? That's all you got? Too abstract. Well, there's beauty in the abstract, I guess. Have you asked the Department of Ecology head? Huh, she's not wrong. But that doesn't feel entirely right either.
Huh? What did I say?
Huh. Now that you mention it, I have a wild hypothesis, but it needs verifying. Let's call it a day. Wait for me. I'll be in touch.
Adler seems to have gotten a lead, but what was the information I forgot? And from whom? Let's go over it from the start. I may have overlooked something. Oh, right. My memories of Arlen and Adler are hazy. I need to remember the other person Asta mentioned.
A curio that's alive but doesn't have a body. Sorry, but nothing comes to mind. How's it going? Did you find the information you're after? I see. Is that what Hinkle and think? At least that counts as a lead. See? My researchers are pretty outstanding. Just business as usual, nothing to worry about. After the Legion's invasion, the space station has been under constant scrutiny. Physical damage can be easily repaired, but it takes a long time to heal the wounds in people's hearts. Some researchers have been questioning the management and security of the space station ever since the invasion. Things had settled down a bit with the reconstruction efforts, but the researchers' disappearances have rattled them again. Yes, 4 researchers have inexplicably disappeared in a matter of days. No exit logs, no traces. Vanished. People were just starting to regain their footing after the catastrophe. I didn't want panic to spread, so I suppressed the reports and told the security department to investigate in secret. However, as you can see, it's hard to keep secrets in a sardine can like this. Rebuilding trust is harder than establishing it in the first place. I'm concerned someone's pulling strings to sway public opinion. Anyway, the most important thing is to get to the bottom of the disappearances. That's okay, but thank you for the offer. Aren't you helping Madame Herta with something already? Oh, by the way, I heard about the thing mentioned, and I'll look into it too. I'll find a way to solve the problem for the space station.
So I did consult someone else other than Hinkle. The only thing I remember is that they're from the Department of Insight. The other person should be from the Department of Insight. I need to remember who it is. The other person should be... Identifying that person is crucial. It could be the key to making sense of everything.
Let me describe it again in case you forgot. Send me a signal when you...
I think she... If only there were some...
Anyway, keep up the good work.
Hey, what brings you here? It's all taken. Here's the account you... Oh, you small scale.
Again?
Here too. Did my memory piece together? Now I remember. The other person is Emily. She was at the base, so... What did Emily say?
I say, no need to, though I see this material here. People are so inconsiderate. How's someone like me supposed to make out the small print? I'm not getting any younger, and my eyesight is failing. Do you think you can...
Again?
Oh,
Asta told you to find me? However, don't give me...
The Xianzhou species Emily mentioned seems to be what inspired Adler. The Xianzhou species...
Come on, dude. This side mission is taking forever, man.
Have you asked the Department of Ecology? Huh? She's not... that's... Let's call it a day.
I figured you... I'm sorry.
Just as I thought.
I'm sorry. I see. There's only one that means the words they use.
Spontaneous combustion of the human body. I need to go over it from...
Let me describe it again. Send me a signal when you...
I think if only there were...
Let me describe... Send me a signal when you... That's not the point. Anyway, keep up the good work.
I commend your stamina for recounting that interminable tale. You must be exhausted. My ears certainly are. So, to sum it up, the last time you laid eyes on Herta was in her office. She sent you on a wild goose chase for some trinket, the curio. After which you knew nothing else until Lady Asta contacted you. If that's the narrative you're sticking to, then indulge me. Who, pray tell, can substantiate this captivating drama?
Affirmation. We can ask Herta herself.
Well, if you lace up those boots and start sprinting now, you might just catch the IPC shuttle in 4 system hours. As it stands, not a single soul can corroborate her story.
Mr. Ratio, your style of questioning would seem to have a preconceived bias.
Apologies, it's an unfortunate habit of mine. When one is immersed in academic research, skepticism comes far more naturally than belief. It is also the most efficient method, judging from my experience. Seeking answers with a negative hypothesis in mind is still valid research. It can still help us reach the truth. If she is truly innocent, she can clear her name with answers. Based on your story, you met with Herta because she specifically wanted you for an assignment.
I remember now. Back then...
That's enough pretending. Please be quiet. Based on your story, you met with Herta because she specifically wanted you for an assignment.
I remember now. Back then...
That's enough pretend. Based on your story, you met with Herta because...
If you knew Herta, then you wouldn't find it weird.
Don't interrupt other people. Did no one teach you manners? Based on your story, you met with Herta because she specifically wanted you for an assignment.
I remember now. Back then...
That's enough pretend. Based on your story, you met with Herta and the assignment involves a curio that doesn't even have a name. Herta's collection. An endless trove of trinkets and baubles. And yet, she singles out one nameless ordinary curio?
I doubt Herta is interested in the curio itself.
Based on your story, and the assignment involves a curio that doesn't even have a name.
Herta didn't mention the name of the curio. We were talking about something else, and she just mentioned it in passing. However, she did give a thorough description of the curio. I didn't make that up.
True. You wouldn't be able to make that up.
Why do I feel like I'm being looked down on?
And the assignment involves a curio that doesn't even have a name.
I remember now.
That's enough, and the assignment involves a curio.
Man, what the fuck am I doing wrong?
Have a name. Herta's collection.
Sure, but you're the one saying the curio in question is ordinary.
Say what you want to say.
A correct observation, if I may add.
Herta's collection. An endless trove of trinkets and baubles. And yet, she singles out one nameless ordinary curio? It's hard for me to imagine she would treasure one curio so much.
I doubt Herta is interested in the curio itself.
Based on your story, you met with Herta and the assignment involved...
Herta didn't mention the name. However, she did give...
True. You wouldn't be...
Why do I...
And the assignment involves a curio that doesn't even have an...
Herta didn't mention the name. However, she did give...
True.
Why do I...
And the assignment involves a curio... Herta's collection. an endless trove of trinkets and baubles. And yet, she singles out one nameless ordinary curio?
I remember now.
That's enough.
I doubt.
Now what the
Herta-
fuck am I
Based on
doing
your
wrong, man?
You met with Herta because she's and the assignment involved Herta's collection. Based on and her I ba and her I ba and her I ba and her I ba and her I doubt. Based on your story.
Shut the fuck up.
You met with Herta because she specifically wanted you for an assignment, and the assignment involves a curio that doesn't.
I remember now.
That's enough.
That's enough pretending. Please be quiet.
That doesn't even
I remember that. That's enough pretending. Be quiet. Shut the fuck up, man.
Trove of trinkets and baubles, and yet.
Sure, but you're the one saying the curio in question is ordinary.
Say what you want to say.
A correct observation, if I may add.
Herta's collection. An endless trove.
I doubt Herta is interested in the curio itself.
Based on your story, and the assignment involves a Herta's collection.
Sure, but you're the one saying the curio in question is ordinary.
Say what you want.
A correct observation.
Herta's collection. An endless trove of trinkets and baubles. And yet.
I remember now.
That's enough pretend. Herta's collection.
What the fuck am I supposed to fucking do?
Of
Sure.
Say what you want.
A correct observation.
Herta's collection. An endless trove of
The curio isn't the point. Herta
Oh.
was only addressing it because of its relation to the Genius Society.
There we go.
I would imagine the curio is the creation of a genius. Affirmation. It holds some special meaning to Herta.
Yes. That seems logically sound. Then you said you asked Asta for help with the lost curio. However, she decided to hold her tongue until now?
Mr. Ratio, it's because...
I'm asking her, Lady Asta. Your testimony went out the window the second you started being secretive. However, she decided to hold her tongue until now?
I remember now.
That's enough pretend. However,
Oh, here we
she
go
decided
again.
to hold her
Shit.
So what's the story? Are you full of fanciful fiction? Or is Asta the one hoarding secrets like they're going out of style?
The space station has been very distrustful of its higher management ever since the Antimatter Legion's invasion. Another severe incident would further intensify suspicion and cause great internal strife.
Oh. So that explains why Lady Asta approved of my participation. After all, the Intelligentsia Guild's representative wouldn't be linked to the space station, but would still share the IPC's position. They wouldn't be partial to anyone, but would still act for the space station's benefit. Two birds with one stone. Researchers' disappearances, you say? Yes, I've heard the responsibility of sorting out that mess has been thrust upon Arlen, head of the security department. Clearly, though, it bears no connection to Herta's puppet being attacked. Cut the act. You're perfectly aware of the point I'm making.
Hold on, guys.
Doubt me all you like. I'm just an outsider who got unexpectedly dragged into this mess. You and I are no different. We both stumbled into this, but you decided to assume the role of interrogator.
Oh? Your point being? cut the act. You're perfectly aware of the point I'm making.
I remember now.
That's enough. Cut the act. Your
correction. There may
researchers' disappearances, you say? Yes, I've heard the responsibility of sorting out that mess has been thrust upon Arlen, head of the security department.
Yes, I ran into Arlen when looking for Adler.
Adler?
A level 2 researcher. According to the Department of Ecology head, he knows more about curios than anyone else. He happened to be helping Arlen investigate the disappearances.
Well, did he enlighten you?
Adler seemed to have had an idea at the time, but he never contacted me again.
Researchers' disappearances, you say? Yes, I've heard the responsibility of sorting out...
I remember now.
That's enough pretend. Researchers' disappearances, you say? Yes, I've heard the responsibility of...
I remember now.
That's enough. Researchers' disappearances, you say?
I remember now.
That's enough. Researchers'
Where the fuck am I
you say?
going wrong?
Clearly, though, it bears no connection to Herta's puppet being attacked.
No.
Oh.
If I recall correctly, Asta said, one of Madame Herta's puppets was attacked by an unknown perpetrator. We don't know the location of the puppet, and we can't pinpoint its signal. Don't know the location. Isn't that the same as missing?
She did say that. But then what? You need to provide evidence to show incidents are linked.
There should be evidence. Arlen discovered something odd when he was investigating the disappearances. The space station's automatic fire suppression system was momentarily activated around the time the disappearances happened. Arlen...
Huh. But there are no signs of a fire anywhere in the space station.
That's what's so odd about it. But this information has an additional layer of importance. This may not be direct evidence, but if the system also recorded the fire suppression system activating when the puppet was attacked, then there's ample evidence to indicate that these two cases are linked.
Questioning ends, finally.
If these two incidents were caused by the same person, then the suspicion put on you would decrease, provided that this fire suppression record does exist in the system.
We'll see in the main control room. Let's go. Huh? What was that?
Harrider Newsflash. This is an urgent broadcast. I repeat, this is an urgent broadcast. News has finally emerged regarding the attack on Madame Herta. The Annihilation Gang has claimed responsibility for the incident and warned of further activity. The Guild has expressed utmost condemnation.
The gods of the starry skies have abandoned the world. They give no thought to the masses. Only the wounded savior can bathe the world in the firelight of destruction. Yet always there are cowards trying in vain to reject their favor and escape the wounds. Flee then. Flee as far as you can. No matter the distance, annihilation will find you.
Well, damn.
This is...
A declaration of war, and an announcement of what's to come. They have set their sights on you. The Legion's impact remains, and the Annihilation Gang is already paying a visit. It almost seems like this space station is more suited for the path of destruction than erudition.
This Duke Inferno Ifrit is a life form that hails from Ventura, a world long since destroyed. His race, the ever-burning fire demons, regard Nanook as their emperor and savior, but the Eon has never cast their gaze upon them.
Final Fantasy 16, is that you? They're talking about Ifrit.
A group of pitiful lunatics. I like Dr. Primitive's assessment of them. The value Nanook sees in the Annihilation Gang is perhaps far less than one might see in a child who deliberately broke a vase. The fire demons have a cruel temper and instinctively ignite and destroy items. Ifrit is particularly evil and cruel, even among his kin. The Everflame mansion he heads is even the arch-enemy of the Japella Brotherhood, despite both groups belonging to the Annihilation Gang.
Japella Brotherhood? I've heard that name somewhere.
On the Stellaron Hunters wanted posters, they stand accused of inciting the Japella Rebellion, the uprising that caused the downfall of the Brotherhood.
The Japella Palace crumbled in the scorching flames, and Ifrit's power has grown by the day ever since. Would you believe it would be merely a coincidence? Something similar is about to happen here. Spontaneous combustion? For him, it's as routine as me finding fault in everything. The disappearance of researchers and the puppet were all part of the plan. And after that, that video will soon circulate. And this station's fate? Flames. Nothing but flames.
The destruction of trust.
I'm afraid more than trust will be destroyed here. You need to start acting now if you want to survive. You, come with me. You have a superior strategy? Pray tell, do we set the two of them loose, turning whispered fears into full-blown pandemonium?
If we did that, we'd be at a disadvantage. I'll stay here and try to contain the news as best I can. Please, investigate the issue quickly.
Please, investigate the issue quickly. We will do that in the next stream, because I've been streaming for an hour and 4 minutes. Till next time.